So I just booted the game up. I'm greeted with this handsome man, right? And I realized to myself, the patch is live. It's absolutely live. But we're not gonna get the glory of it this way, are we? We gotta turn this shit up. We need to see this in a full glory. That is insane how little difference that made. I assume then, the first thing we're gonna need to do is take a look at these new specialists. Who did they change again? They changed it 6. Sundance, McKay, Pike, Angel, Falcon, Boris. Okay, let's have a look at Sundance here. Where is the difference? Who else was there? Pike. We gotta see this. Should they actually change? Okay. They actually... She looks a lot better. Thank God. Oh my God. That actually looks a lot better. I'm happy with that one. That's so much less cartoonish. Holy shit. Good job. Actually a good job with that one. Well done. Oh, look at this little picture down there. Holy God. Let's just take a look at him without any headgear on. That, okay. I can see that. It actually looks better with the beanie too. It actually looks a lot better with the beanie. That's a lot better. The only one I don't really understand what they've done with so far is Sundance, but we'll see. We're gonna just go in and have a look. That actually looks better. That actually looks a lot better. This is already a good step up. It's a lot less cartoonish just in the idea that their faces are less shit. Alright, okay. Last one, Boris. I've waited to see Boris, man. I never understood why his mouth was so low and so wide. Right, let's look at this. Headgear. Oh my God. Oh my God. That it actually looks pretty good. Okay. That's unironically very good. And I see, if he had looked this handsome this whole time, I wouldn't have cared about his sentry turret. That's a lie. Next thing we're gonna have a look at is the profile, I assume. Immediately, something I wish you could do is click on these things so you could see what it is you're actually working towards, because I didn't know I was working towards any of these. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at 2.3 KD. Alright, I'll take it, considering this game is not the best. So they did already have... It's exactly this. This is it. This is exactly what we wanted them to do before. Separate them all out into classes. They were already separated into classes. Or at least they have been. More obviously, with this update. Oh, while I'm looking down the patch notes, why did we buff Pike? Why did we buff a character with wall hacks? I will never know. That's not something I would have ever considered changing. But hey, it's your game. If you want to kill it faster, then be my guest, so long as I get my money's worth out of all the battle passes that are coming out. A Ultimate Edition purchaser here, flame me down in the comments if you will. There was a UI thing I wanted to see. So what we're gonna do, oh yeah, okay, this actually looks pretty good. So the thing I wanted to try is aim-based icons opacity. It says, this new feature allows the opacity of icons to be adjusted based on how close or how far they are from the center of the screen. Icons at the center of the screen will be more transparent, whereas icons at the edge of the screen will be more opaque. Now I want to know how this conflicts with custom opacity when you're aiming down sights or not before this change. Okay, they nerfed the M5A3's close combat rounds, and I have those equipped, so whilst I'm doing that, I'm gonna do this as well. This is gonna be a different kind of video, but 2042 rips my CPU to shreds, so my webcam lags every time I try and play this game. Does that look different? That looks different. Am I crazy, or is that... I gotta be crazy. That looks a lot cleaner. Alright. Let's try this out. Oh yeah. I'm feeling that nerf. That's making no change, right? I'm not crazy. That's making no change. Unless... Oh, no. Okay, it is making change. Alright. Okay, now that I've seen what that does, that's quite useful. Let's see now how this game plays in 128-player Conquest on Kaleidoscope. Let's see if we can actually get a game of Kaleidoscope. Game starting, Orbital. No, Orbital again. There's no way this game is that dead. It's desperate to put me into this Orbital game. While I was sat here, just gently contemplating, there it is. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm level 84 in the Battle Pass. I've been playing it since Season 1 launched. I haven't really made any video on this game because I never really thought I needed to. Everyone was saying this game has had an okay Season 1, but it's not been an okay Season 1. You know, it's been really slow, it's been really boring. The update notes have no flair to them whatsoever. They just push them out without any build up to them. I only saw that this update was out yesterday, which I guess because it's early, but surely if you know it's ready to go, say it's ready to go. I follow the Twitters, I would know, but this update just came out like yesterday, and I wasn't excited for it because I couldn't read it until today, and now that I've read it, there's some changes I do think are fine, but the change to Pike, for example, why? Already I can see that they've definitely changed B. They haven't really seemed to have touched E at all, which is fine, I guess. Let's try the K30 while we're here. I'm glad the objectives are no longer underneath those yellow cauliflowers. Okay, this is different. Let's have a look at this. Okay, that's whatever. I mean, like, yeah, there's an uphill climb to be. Alright, this seems okay. It all seems like the same level. Can you climb up these things yet? Kind of. It all seems like it's on the same level. So, I guess it's just like figuring out a maze. That's all I can really compare it to. Let's go to D and see that one. But the hardest thing about playing this game and trying to make content on this game is just the fact that it is exceptionally difficult to play and explain the same things over and over and over again. This game is in an okay state. It's not fantastic, not by a long shot. It's better from launch. For me personally, it's better from launch. But it's just not enough. We're close to how this game should have released. And I can't believe that we've gone from having Battlefield 1, where they play-tested the hell out of this game. Well, they play-tested the hell out of the game for months. Way before release. And as a release, it did really, as a result, it released in one of the cleanest states of any previous Battlefield game. Is it not down here anymore? What the fuck? Is it not down here anymore? Is it up there? Hello? When did... I must have missed that. Okay. When we go from Battlefield 1, it was playtested to death before it launched, and it launched in one of the cleanest states of any Battlefield in the last 10 years. To go from that to having this game, where not only does it seem like it was never playtested to begin with, it almost seems like it's never playtested before any update. Not by people who understand how to play games anyway. And what I mean by that is, how do you release a game update that has helicopters that are so unbelievably broken, and a weapon that is so unbelievably broken? Who greenlights that? Who says, no, this is fine? We can absolutely ship the DLC in this state, or the update in this state. No one's going to complain about the BSVM. No one's going to complain about the helicopters. Why would they? There's no reason to complain about them, except it literally ruined the balance of the game for the nearly entirety of Season 1. Okay, so me playing this right now, it definitely feels like there is more cover, especially in those first two areas. Let's go down to G and F. But I basically didn't want to sit down for the entirety of Season 1 and say, this is garbage. How could you have released this? People say Exposure is the best base game map, but it's still not that good a map. I'm sorry, it's not. They basically added 4 or 5 lanes dedicated to infantry combat, and people lost their minds. It's just not good. And especially seeing as those corridors are only corridors too. There's nothing special about them. There's like a choke point. And if all you want to do is play games with a choke point, Metro is still there to play. You know? I think the last game that needed choke points is this one. But I've tried to be open-minded about this game as much as I can. I play it regularly. You know, there's something to this game that I obviously enjoy. But I don't know what it is, and I can never put my finger on it. But it's just, it's one of those things where I want to sit down and talk about it, but what do I talk about anymore? There's nothing to talk about. Sure, they updated the game. There's a couple of new things here and there, but is it enough? There's still no mouse input fix, and they've said they fixed the aim assist on controller at least 7 times. There's a slight, it's such a slight hit to the K30. It's noticeable, but I still think it's going to be a regular occurrence as a weapon. Are they down below me? I don't know. Yes. Can we please have a thing on player enemy icons on the minimap that tells you if they're above or below you? Please? It's been in every other Battlefield game. We need it in this one, especially if you're going to have a game as vertical as this. I can't believe they actually added a zip line here. They haven't changed this area of the map, though. Have they? Have they made this... Have they made the walls higher? They've made no adjustments to this area of the map. They may have raised these bits. I don't know. But this is still going to be a pain to traverse. Is there an underground? No, they've made the pools deeper. So there's like a marginal amount of extra cover. I'm literally no threat to you. You leave me alone. They've obviously changed it, but it's just still very strong. We're going up there. See, it's just to be able to do shit like that, I think, that makes me keep coming back to this game. Because the only other game I can think of that I can do something like that in is Apex Legends. And I don't want to play Apex Legends. Holy shit. Location revealed. But where is she coming from? I don't know. Where is she coming from? This is such important information to know, and they've taken it away from us. It wasn't even the punishment to play her and have that spotted on the minimap effect. It was just helpful information so that you weren't completely unnoticeable. When there's 5 points of entry to a building and you see, oh, she's on her way, but you don't know where she's coming from, you're just at an immediate disadvantage. How is that fair? That went through the fucking window. I'm hearing... Only in Battlefield 2042 is that a thing that can happen. It's funny that they think I'm gonna stop ADSing. Oh my god, there's 6 people. Yeah, it's funny that you think a bit of fire will stop me. I nearly cleared out that whole objective. Oh, I'm alive, hang on. I literally cleared the way for this whole thing to happen. But I think the reason I've kind of been avoiding making content on this game in the first place is that the last time I did, or like I really did, it was only really negative, and I just didn't want to be negative about this game anymore. There's clearly something about it I enjoy. There's clearly a reason I keep playing it. But the more I play it, the more I question why I keep playing it. Because the bits I do enjoy should not be enough to keep me coming back to play it. But some of the bits I enjoy are only found in Battlefield, not just in this game, but in the series in general. Like, this kind of gameplay. I can't play this kind of gameplay in any other game. It's only in Battlefield where I feel like I can do anything I want, unrestricted, play as hard or as not as hard as I want. You know, like, I don't have to always focus. I don't have to always be the best, you know. This is what I mean. Like, I could easily have won that gunfight, but he knew exactly where I was based on the fact that he just has that fucking spotting ability. He doesn't need that spotting ability. No one needs a spotting ability. No one needs a wallhack ability. Get rid of those kind of abilities completely. It's completely unfathomable as to why this is a thing that we gotta deal with. When it feels like a punishment to fire at someone and to have your location completely revealed. Like, when we fire an automatic weapon, we get spotted on the minimap. It's not like we need more of a reason not to shoot at people. Where is this guy? There are now 2 people here. I haven't seen a single one of them. Where are they? There's one. But it's like, this guy won't push me. The one guy on this objective will not push me. Is he there? He's just sitting there. He would not have pushed me at all. And it's just this kind of game that breeds that really passive playstyle, where people just don't even want to push people. Whether it's because they don't think they can, or that because it's more rewarding to them to not push a 1v1 situation. I would have been looking for that guy for eons if I hadn't have seen him on the minimap, because something spotted him, which is good in the sense that I knew where he was, but then he refused to also move and do anything about it. So he was just a sitting duck. It goes both ways. It's just unfair. It's like the tug system you actually have to put down in a group of enemies. You don't just throw it. You have to put it down in a group of enemies. He can only be out there, by the way. He can only be out there, and you refuse to push him. Let's go see if they did make any changes to E. I doubt they did. So this Kaleidoscope update, yeah, I mean, it's definitely done something. So this new update for Kaleidoscope, this new rework, it's fine, but where's the rest of it? You've only really changed half the map. You know what I mean? I think ultimately it's nice that I can still come back and have fun somewhere in this game. But then, yeah, like, some of these changes, I don't know, it just feels more like that shouldn't have happened. But, like, it just kind of feels more like the changes they're making affect only a small percentage of people who actually complain about it. They're above us. Get out of my way. Can I please stop bouncing on my fucking my squad as well? Any teammate? This game just feels so inconsistent at times. I can hear my squad mates and my teammates better than I can hear enemies. And sometimes I can hear nothing except my enemy's footsteps, so I know exactly where they are. Made no difference. This gun is still too strong. I'm out. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you. Why am I not? I can't believe I'm alive, to tell you the truth. That's not something that should be happening. Oh. It's like, yeah, we're still seeing that. No, you have not changed the spread of the BSPM. I just sprayed that guy from way too far away with close range rounds. How are you going to alter the M5 and not this one? So in other words, the BSPM is still basically god tier. They've nerfed the M5's close range round, but haven't touched the BSPM's close range rounds for whatever reason, I don't know. And what's like even more ridiculous is the game feels no different for it. It's like you've nerfed and buffed a bunch of stuff, but I'm still seeing the same things. I think at the end of the day, this channel might just not be a Battlefield channel anymore, because there are other games I enjoy playing that are not Battlefield, and right now multiplayer just feels like ass to me. And you know, I got my own stuff to work out where my relationship to these kind of games is healthier, because right now it's definitely not very healthy. I put a lot of pressure on myself for no reason. I have this desire to always be the best without accepting that sometimes a failure is going to occur, and I get so focused on the fact that I could fail that it means I stop enjoying myself, and I just end up wanting nothing to do except leave. So I think going forward with that knowledge of myself, 2042 is not a game I want to cover very often. I'm still going to play it, but I don't think recording it is going to be best for me, just because it's a way to vent out the issues I have with the game that I don't want to keep venting, because there's some like the issues with this game are things that everyone vents. I'm doing nothing original by talking about this game, you know? Like, I'm not doing anything. Why you just stood there? Why am I'm doing nothing original by talking about this game and the issues that it has. And the only thing I have going for me when it comes to this is just the fact that I'm not shit at the game. But if you want people who aren't shit at the game, they already exist, you know? Like, I can't believe it. Why am I allowed to spawn in that situation? Exactly that. I don't want that to be the attitude that I'm always putting towards this game. Because I want to show you that I can have fun. I want to show you that this game has its moments. It's not worth buying right now. It's definitely worth waiting for another fucking year, but... Oh, hey. Literally awful. No idea she was there, because guess what? They buffed her. It's just not... It's not a game I can always speak positively about. And it's not something that I want to focus on. The fact that I can have fun is awesome, but the fact that I have to fight this game to have fun with this game. Leave me alone. No. I was like, I have to fight this game to have fun in this game. And it's like, it gets boring to have to explain that to people. It's like, it has its moments. It's why I keep playing it. I can have fun with it. But I understand the criticisms this game gets, and they're more than deserved. But if I keep coming back to it and talking about it, it seems like all I do is add to the pile of people who have like nothing good to say about it. But I do have some good stuff to say about it, just not very regularly. Like, I don't want to be a reason someone doesn't go back to look at the game, especially in a situation where the game gets updated to a point where it's actually good, which will probably never happen, because a lot of the issues with this game are built into the actual engine of the game and the map design of the game, things that have already been said. But I want to believe that they can change. I want to believe that it can get better. I mean, look at that. That doesn't look as shit. That doesn't look as shit. They look like real people now. It's just a shame that it took this long to make them look like real people. It's crossed my mind more than once while recording that I should just stop recording, because I'm not really saying anything. I'm not adding anything. I've given my feedback about the map, but my feedback is, where is the rest of it? It's like, you've added more cover, but you haven't added the ability to use that cover effectively whilst being under siege. You know, like, I don't feel as though that cover has been placed there because it makes sense or because it's part of the design that they're going for. I feel like the cover was placed there because they thought it would make for good cover. And then the idea that there are playtesters who playtest this game not only makes me laugh, but it's like, you clearly don't playtest the game nearly enough as you should do it. Otherwise you wouldn't have had 2 broken helicopters and a broken gun added to the game. You know, otherwise we wouldn't have had a stealth buff to every weapon that then had to be nerfed again. I am only, right now, a small channel, but the increase in subscribers I got just by making one video that was one of the most negative things I've ever said about any game doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel rewarding. I just feel like a lot of people subscribed because they agreed with what it is that I had to say, more so than they enjoyed watching me play the game or talking about the game. You know, like, I feel like I don't want to have to make that kind of content just to what happened? Okay. I don't feel like I have to, I don't feel like I want to make that kind of content just to get noticed online, you know? Like, can we stop with this whole thing? Can we, oh my fucking god. Alright, we're doing it then. But it's like, I have stuff to offer that might not be that unique or that impressive, but I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy it a lot. It's something I want to do as like a second job because, oh my god, okay, well, we're out of there. It's something I want to do because it's more than just sitting down and playing. It actually feels like, oh my god, I'm trying to talk about it and all I'm doing is making myself look like a fucking idiot playing this fucking game, all this shit. I've had no... Can you stop? Can you please just stop? Okay, the AK, not the way to go. Let's get it. I feel like I have a lot of stuff that I want to say about specific games. Is that a guy? Yes, it is. Pig. Funny. But it's like, is this the game I really want to do it with? No. Oh, hey, how you doing? Okay, well, I got a cheeky 3-piece. Who cares? It's like I have stopped really enjoying playing multiplayer. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the way that multiplayer feels to play right now isn't very fun. It feels like everything I play, I have to try the hardest all the time just to get a very basic feeling of success or failure. You know, and I have to try... I don't want to have to play hard, you know? Like, at the end of the day, it is just a game. This is just a casual game to play. But I don't want to feel like if I don't play my best the whole time, I'm not going to get that sense of reward. Oh my god, where did you come from? You know, I want nothing more than to come to this game and say, you know, they did it. They really turned one of the worst games released in this decade, or in the last decade, you know, they really changed it. They really turned it around. They really did what they said they were going to do, and they made it not only playable, but they fixed everything that is an issue. But, you know, my confidence that they're going to do all those things is down, but not because, you know, not because it's unfixable, but because it just is not in a state where it can be fixed. It's fixable, but right now they just haven't gotten far enough in the areas that really need that attention, like maps and player balance, infantry balance, vehicle balance. They haven't gotten to that point, and it feels like they'll never get to that point because the game they want to make has already been made in their eyes. You know, and as much as they want to say, oh, we're not happy with the state this game is in, well, you could have delayed it. You could have absolutely delayed it. The last thing we needed was another company coming forward and saying, well, the fact that we had to work from home is a big reason as to why this game were like released unfinished. It's not an excuse at that point. It's not an excuse because everyone was using it. Yeah, it was a tough time working from home, I'm sure of it. But at the end of the day, if you were not happy with the state of the product you release, just don't release the product. Delay the product. He's up there. I'm going up there. The reaction times of an actual slug, I swear to God. Like, I don't know how to describe the feeling of wanting to play a game just because it's a game you actually enjoy, but it just also being one of the worst games you've ever played in your whole life. It's such a bizarre thing. And, you know, I always get told, just uninstall the game. Just stop playing the game. But I'm like, no. Because that means giving up, and I don't want to give up on it. You know, there are aspects I enjoy, otherwise I wouldn't play it. It's as simple as that. And I keep coming back to that point. What are those aspects? Who knows? Is it the fact that, you know, McKay is one of the most fun characters or, like, soldiers in any FPS game that I can play that isn't Apex? Yeah, he's in the corner, by the way. Where else can he be, idiot? I am a competent player. It's just I feel like a lot of the issues of this game come and bite me sometimes. but I can't just put it down to the game the entire time. I can't. That's just then using the game as an excuse to come across as bad. I can do the same shit in other Battlefields in the recent years because I enjoy them. You know, I play them a lot. I did not grapple onto the line, but we were just going to say that we did. It's just a shame that the only content I've ever made on this game that was any good was negative. And it's still negative to a degree, but I'm just more so trying to explain that I don't want to be in a position where it's all I have to do, or like all I have to say. I want to be able to say this game is fun, you know, and that's why, to a degree, I stopped recording full gameplay sessions of it. Now instead, it's just clips. I just have clips. I stopped playing to record. I play to have clips. Hey, miss. Haha. Oh, that's not fun. No, don't look at me. Just kill me. What? You either have to be the unluckiest person I've ever seen or the worst driver I've ever seen. No, but sometimes it does feel like I can laugh at this game. I can have a good time. But is it constant? Is it regular? No. A lot of the time it's just because I come across something that is funny, but should not be funny. You know, like a stupid driver like that, or like a bug that means that someone is just in a... The worst drivers in this lobby, man. I swear to God. You're so sad. It's so sad that that is your current situation, my friend. I can't believe it. Hey, yo. You are the worst people I've ever seen. Actual... I don't want to say scum, but scum. So to be honest, all in all, update 1.2, you kind of just can't really tell. Also, while I'm here, I need someone to explain to me why Casper is getting a flight suit as a legendary skin, even though it's just, he's not a pilot, he's a bush Wookiee. He's literally just a sniper. Why does he have a flight suit on? I don't understand it. I did notice that I had a K30 skin too, but I didn't notice if it was... It's also not equipped. Nice hardware appearance. Equip. Does that have its own sight? It does. But it doesn't tell you that it's its own side. Like, it's things like that that made me question why they don't tell us things, or why they tell us, like, useless shit, but then don't explain that this skin has its own sight, its own unique sight. Like, I could have done with that information when I unlocked the skin 30 levels ago. Like, nice. Good game sense. Where is it? Where's the tank? It can't be that far away, right? Yeet! I didn't hit it, but that's okay. Where... Like, it's info like that could have been really useful when she was using her ability and she scanned me. Why did you buff her? She did not need a buff. It was already annoying enough having to deal with a fucking wall hacker in every single lobby I'm in. But apparently she also needed a buff because she was just not... It wasn't consistent with what they wanted to do. I have an idea for you. Just remove it entirely. Just remove the character. Just remove the whole character. Do it. You won't. We don't need things in the game that give us wall hacks. That's not the spirit of games like this. If you have to have the use of wall hacks in any of the characters you play, you need to play other games. Because you clearly don't know what you're doing if you have to rely on wall hacks. You know, and by wall hacks, I'm obviously referring to the red outline that you have, whether or not it's for an individual or if it's spotted for everyone, depending on who you're playing. If you have to rely on them, you really should not be playing open games like this. Go back to like Call of Duty for your smaller maps. Learn smaller maps before you learn maps like these. It's honestly frustrating because you know when you're killed by a player that uses Pyke, you know that you can be a better player than them. But you won't know it now because they will sneak up on you without you knowing where they are, because that information you had, you no longer have access to for no reason other than because it wasn't consistent with what they wanted the character to be. So now, let me phrase that a different way. Pyke no longer has a downside. Every operator should have like a pro and a con to using, but Pyke she no longer has a con. In fucking hyper focus mode right now because you never know when the sneaky Pyke is gonna sneak up on you. Location revealed. Where is she? Location revealed. Where is she? Location revealed. Where is she? That's not her. There she is, in the corner. You cannot be serious with this buff at all. I'm gonna keep mentioning it. The only reason she won that fight is because we had no idea where she was, but she could see us perfectly. Not only have they gotten rid of the spotted mechanic from her gadget, but they've also completely removed the fact that it doesn't last long. They've increased the time she can see people. It's ridiculous. It's baffling to me that that's what they chose to do. This helicopter, man. I'm sorry. You are absolutely going down. Get wrecked, idiot. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I am stuck. I am stuck. Alright. Well, we're not gonna let this get us down. Am I falling or... No. Bring him over here. Just bring him over here. He won't. Yep, I'm pretty much just kind of stuck here. No, Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, nice. There's that wildcat. Yep, that wildcat is definitely buffed. Holy shit. Nice. And why am I allowed to spawn in that situation? Why am I spawning with the M5 even though I was using the K30 last round? Okay, but it did not keep my... What kind of a bug is this now? It didn't keep my skin or sight option. Always something with this game. So I need to go back into the menu to change my appearance and the sight option again. Cool. And I will try it again next round to see if it remembers that I was using this gun in this way. Location revealed. Nice. Epic. Good Pyke. Good Pyke. Good Pyke. Actually horrendous when you don't have your scanning ability. My god, let's go, guys. Nah. Okay, a tank had to deal with me. Okay. And now we've lost that push. We've lost that whole momentum. I need another kind of ammo on my K30. Let's see what we got. Then we have subsonic. We did. And I want the wrapped. Idiot. That's a tank. That's a tank. Nice. Keep the momentum going. Nice. Keep going. Is it gone? No, but it will be in a minute. It's gone. So awful. Horrendous. Holy shit. Oh, okay, well, okay. Woo, this is some good moments. This is quite huge. Someone called this humongous. From the top of the... Every single day, I'm just blown away by the ratness of this community. And it's so difficult to know what it is that means you can't kill anyone in this game. Is it the mouse input, or is it just the fact that you can't aim today? Idiot. And I've died the most in my team, but at the same time, I have the most kills in my entire team. Because I've not only been next to the enemy the whole game, I have been inside the enemy the whole game. Can we stop being fucking cowards? Push the objective. We need it. They're horrid. Just push the thing. There's no way someone's behind there. You have 5 sniper rifle kills, Pariah. You had 5 total kills. What were you doing? I think at this point, if you only have 5 kills with a weapon, change weapon. Oh my god. There's no way you just had fun doing 5 and 19. I think the biggest thing to note about this update is that you only really notice the weapon changes or the vehicle changes if you use them enough. I'm still being killed by the BSVM. I'm still getting mulched by the K30. I'm still mulching with the K30. I'm still getting destroyed by the stealth helicopters. It just kind of still feels like the same game. I mean, I hope the aim assist is fixed for the console players who want to play it. Please keep playing it, because I still have a battle pass to grind. I still have 3 battle passes to grind. Can't do it if you're not in the game, right? Can't do it if the game count is lower than 1,000 players again. What is the player count right now? Community Hub. What is the player count? At the time of recording, 6,500. That's... You know what? I'll take it. 6,500. It's still ridiculously low for a Battlefield game, especially for Steam, but... No, I'm actually using the M5 again. Okay, so when next time I die, I will go look at my K30 and see what attachments it has, because I guarantee you it will not carry over the attachments I just picked. Awful. I missed. Okay, so if I go to my K30, it hasn't remembered. It has not remembered. So just to let you know that this is a thing that I'm currently dealing with, and it's bugged out. Another thing in this game is bugged out. Who could have guessed it? I just spawned. Can I just get on this thing, please? Holy shit. Actually, the most boring people I've ever met. Still 3 people, still 3 people. Reload, reload, reload. I got stuck on my friendly again. Fucking take a breather, shall we? Useless without your scanner. There's so many people. Holy shit! I could have had a 4-piece right there. Right there. He's right there. I could have had a 4-piece right there if I'd just kept pulling the trigger. Oh my god. Their entire push would have been dead. Oh my god. Their entire push would have been dead right there if I'd just kept pulling the trigger. I hate it when I'm the one who dies most, because I'm the only one that's putting myself in a situation where I'm surrounded by people. And you can say, well, don't do that. Don't surround yourself with people. If I don't push, no one pushes. For some reason, this game makes people think that they can just stay in one spot. I mean, that's kind of all I have to say about it. It just kind of feels like the same game. You still perish to the same shit, and you still deal with the same shit. We are temporarily turning off the ability to save loadouts between gameplay sessions. So at least I don't need to send it to them saying, why is this not working? They already know it's not working. That's gameplay update 1.2. It's 2042. It's still. Is that not recording? Did that not record any audio? Desktop. It didn't, because I didn't have the correct. Okay.